Hello students, I am Sushama Bebarta, English PGT in Holy Hearts Educational Academy. Today I am again here with a new lesson from your Flamingo book class 12th, the last lesson written by Alfonso Daudet. This lesson is set up in the days of Franco-Prussian War 1870 to 1871 when France was defeated by the Prussians. Prussians, which comprises of the country like Poland, parts of Austria and Germany. Two states of Alsace and Lorraine of France was badly affected as it was passed in the hands of the German people. The lesson deals with the theme of language imposition and language loyalty. It also deals with the pain which the German people inflicted on the French people by taking away their right to speak and study their own language. The lesson has two characters. One is a student, Franz, and another is a teacher, M. Hamel, who has spent 30 years of teaching in that school. The lesson starts with a boy rushing towards his school. He was little reluctant to go to school as he did not revise the lesson of participles which M. Hamel had given. He was afraid of M. Hamel as he was a very strict teacher. On his way to school, he was tempted by the drilling of the Prussian soldiers which was going on and the pleasant weather condition with birds chirping, etc. He resisted the temptation and rushed towards his school. Reaching the school, he was surprised to see the unusual atmosphere. There was no noise, calm and quiet, no beating of scales on the desk, no boys and girls loitering. The class was full with the students. M. Hamel was wearing a special kind of dress which normally he wears on special occasions. When he reached the class, he was asked to move to his seat very politely by M. Hamel. M. Hamel then started with the lesson by saying that this is the last French class which he is going to take. From the next day, German teacher will come and teach them. Hearing this news, French felt very sorry and repented that he did not take his lesson seriously. Moreover, a new language is going to be imposed. He then became very serious and was listening to the words of M. Hamel. M. Hamel then asked French to revise the participles, but French did not say anything. He stood quietly. M. Hamel did not scold him. He then just confessed by saying that it is not his fault. It is the fault of his parents as well as he himself. In fact, he blamed himself as well as his parents for this. He then said about the French language as French language is the best logical, clear and easy language all over the world. You should all protect, guard this language and you should never forget this language. It is a key to the prison. He then started with grammar and writing work. By this time, French was just motionless and thinking about the German people. Suddenly, he heard the voice of the peasants on the roof. He then began to think about the German. Will the German changed the voice of the pigeon into German language. He then again looked towards the packing of the materials of Amhamel as he has to leave the country the next morning. Again, Amhamel began to teach them history. Suddenly, the church clock struck 12 and he heard the sound of the Prussian soldiers entering. Amhamel stood up and just wrote it, wanted to speak something, but he was unable to speak. So he picked up a chalk and wrote it on the board, "Long live France." Then he leaned towards the wall and then with his gesture he said, "Dismiss the class," and then they can go away from the class. I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you.